Yeah, Russell.
We're on?
You can start.
We're on. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the very first Board of Selectmen meeting of this administration. I'm thrilled that you guys are here and those online as well. If you wouldn't mind standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. I just really want to welcome you guys here, Sal and Amy. I'm just thrilled to be working with both of you.
You can say that now.
I do say that now. I've made it through 6 days in the town hall, and people have been beyond kind and good to know. So it's really been a pleasure. People have just been amazing when I'm still trying to figure out how to turn the computer on, but they've been wonderful. The first thing on this agenda, this meeting should go relatively quickly. The first thing is public comment. Does anybody here, we have a couple of people here, or anybody online have public comment? Speak now, forever hold your peace. I don't see any hands raised, and welcome everybody online. I'm thrilled you're here with us that way. All of our meetings, I hope, not only these, but all of our boards and commissions will be open to people in the public online through Zoom, any way we can do it to have it available to as many people as possible. So I don't hear any public comment. What I'm going to try and do in the future, and we'll just see how it works, is ask for public comment in the beginning of the meeting in case there's anything someone wants to bring up. But I'd also like to see it as we go through each item. If someone is in the audience who wants to comment on that particular thing, we'll see how it goes, if it makes the meetings longer, shorter, more efficient, less efficient. But it might be easier for someone to comment on an item as we're discussing it. But so far there's no public comment. So I would like to move to the third item, which is approval of the town attorney. And I have presented to both of you a packet from Updike, Kelly and Spellacy, a law firm in Hartford. And we have with us today Robert Bob DiCrescenzo, who I'm hoping will be our town attorney. He has very kindly agreed to step in and help us. Updike, you may or may not know, is a relatively large law firm. It's located in Hartford, has 2 other locations in Connecticut. Very well-known law firm, is a law firm that covers a large gambit of things, and how I thought it really would benefit us is whoever knows what's going to come along. And there's enough attorneys in the law firm that we might be able to speak with, to talk to rely on, that we might need outside of an individual who is a municipal expert. There might be something else that we need. But Bob, if you wouldn't mind just telling us a little bit about you and the
Sure.
law firm, that'd be great.
Sure. I'm Bob DiCrescenzo. I've been with the law firm since 1988. I left for 4 years to serve as mayor of the town of East Hartford from 91 to no, excuse me, from 93 to 97. And then I went back to the law firm, and since then I have focused on municipal representations as well as nonprofit representations. I'm also general counsel to the University of Bridgeport and to Goodwin University up in East Hartford. Currently represent a number of towns throughout the state for both town attorney and special town attorney, meaning a project-based assignment. And I think most notable in that area is representation of the town of Simsbury. I've been Simsbury town attorney since 1999. And they just retained us again for the coming 2 years. So I've been involved there in every aspect of the town since that time. Represented small towns, big towns, all over the place. Before I was mayor, and before I went to the law firm, I actually served in town hall for 4 years as administrative assistant to the mayor and also assistant director of public works. So I've got staff experience in town hall and line experience in town hall, and I loved public works. I thought it was great. But I left to go to law school and got my master's in public affairs along the way. So kept myself busy, always in town hall. So I really think every time I say this, I learn to regret it, but I really think I've seen it all in municipal area, but then something always comes up, something new. But between Rich Corella and myself, Rich represents a number of towns. We talk all the time. We collaborate with each other. He represents the town of South Windsor and East Hampton and Haddam. So he's got big towns and small towns as well. So I think we've got it covered, and really looking forward to this. And we're gonna really work hard and hopefully do a really good job for the town.
It's great.
Good.
Yeah.
That's great. I don't anticipate, as we've had in the past, that we'll have an attorney at all of our meetings. I'm guessing that if there's an issue, we'll discuss it ahead of time. If we need somebody here, we will. If one of our boards and commissions need someone, obviously they'll be available. But we're hoping, if there's issues, we know about them ahead of time, we should be able to move forward. Do either one of you have any questions at all for Bob, for me, for how this might work?
Not so much questions. I mean, I thought it was really thorough. I like that, we can withdraw from representation with a 30-day notice. This isn't some long-term
No,
contract like needed. The rate looked very similar to what we're currently paying our town attorney and things like that. So those were kind of the things that I was looking at. And it does seem like there's a plethora of experience in all different types of municipal issues. So I did like that.
I will say that typical of what I found in speaking with a number of lawyers to do municipal work, especially a firm like Updike Kelly, they have. It would not surprise me if their lawyers were charging $600, $700, $800, $900 an hour. But for municipal work, they understand how towns work. Bob certainly understood how our town worked, and the amount of people that we have. And so the rate is $250 an hour. That's what we're paying at this point to the attorney that we've had. It will be a retainer that we'll work off of every month and then go from there. Obviously, if there's going to be any sought in a letter of agreement, or engagement, if there are specific projects, if there's specific needs, if there's lawsuits that will take us outside of this, that will be on the hourly rate.
Yeah.
Sal, do you have
No,
any concerns?
none at
questions?
all, no.
Okay. I'd like to take a motion then do you want it as Updike or you? I guess Updike.
well, it's the firm.
So a motion for Updike Kelly and Spelsey to be Bethany's town attorney. May I have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, opposed? Abstained, it's unanimous.
Yeah,
3, yay,
okay.
Bob, yay.
Welcome aboard.
I don't with you.
Glad to be here.
Nice for you. So I have your letter of agreement. Do you want me to sign it and just mail it to you, or do you need to take this with you?
No, you can
No.
sign it and mail it or fax it or not
Okay.
fax it, email it, however, electronic signature is fine.
Okay. Oh, electronic signature, I can do that now. Okay, that's terrific. We're really looking forward to it. That's great.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome to stay. You're welcome to leave. You can do whatever you want. We'd love to have you here if you want to stay.
Sure.
The next item is an appointment of a labor attorney. Now, the difference is, as you know, or you may not know, we are going to begin negotiations with our union. Their contract is up in June of next year, and so negotiations start soon. And we generally, oftentimes will hire a special attorney, a special project. In this case, I was asking for William Ryan from Ryan and Ryan in New Haven, to be our labor attorney. I've had the opportunity to work with him in the past, to see the quality of work that he does. He would have been with us tonight, but he's homesick with flu and had another meeting, but didn't make that one either.
Mhm.
But he has an excellent reputation, has worked with a lot of towns throughout Connecticut. You have with you, his letter as well as his engagement letter.
Mhm.
Um. And it's very similar.
Mhm.
So he'll be working certainly with, to prepare and work on the negotiation for the union contract. And, likely any labor questions that we have.
Hmm.
Any questions at all?
Yeah, that's what I had questions on,
Mhm.
Okay,
not on the firm per se, but,
okay.
this is outside the town attorney, so we would need a bid waiver for this.
Um, well,
I'm presumably we're gonna be spending more than $20,000 on them, but maybe not.
yeah,
I don't know. I
yeah,
mean, we could approve it up to 20,000, or we, we would. And this is a special meeting, so I don't know if we can add the bid waiver to this or.
okay. Yeah, I can add it for next time.
Well, I mean, we could,
We can approve him up to,
I mean, I was just doing math, that's like 80 hours
yeah.
at the rate.
Right.
And
I-
it seems
and I-
like, I don't know if we're gonna go over that
I
or might.
have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I mean, we can approve up to the 20,000 and then. 3 months from now, if we decide if we're gonna go over, then we can always approve a bid waiver then,
okay,
But,
that's fine. Yeah, I don't really know either.
Yeah.
I have no idea how long or much it will take to negotiate this. I asked what we used in the past for labor attorney in the last negotiation several years ago. And
mhm,
honestly was told it was about $25,000, which
Was it?
seemed very high.
yeah,
I looked at the bills from those and it just seemed high, but maybe there were issues that I don't know about, and
yeah,
I
and
don't know if
maybe,
there will be this time
right,
either.
right, maybe you can wrap it up quickly, that should be nice.
Mhm.
Would you prefer to approve this at this point? Or
Well, we can,
just wait and,
I would, well, I don't wanna see you wait, I mean, I don't know when you're gonna start with the, you know.
quite frankly, I sent him a copy of the
Yeah, right,
public
so,
works contract
Right,
Can we
already.
so-
approve up to the
yeah,
20?
why don't we approve, hiring him up to $20,000 or $19,999, just under the bid limit and.
Mhm.
And then. We'll take it. We may not need the bid waiver, or if you feel we're gonna need a bid waiver 6 months from now or 3 months, whatever, we can address it then.
Okay. All right, can I have a motion then?
Your turn.
You had the long spiel.
Well,
A motion to approve, Ryan and Ryan up to $19,999. For services,
for labor.
for labor attorney services.
And is there a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Uh,
Aye, opposed, abstain, it's unanimous, thank you. I'd like the next item, number 5. Reappointment of the horse commissioner. In this case, we have with us, Andy Levitton. Bob, we are the only town, I believe, in Connecticut that has a horse commissioner.
I saw that on the agenda. I've never seen a person.
Yes, yeah.
There he is.
Yeah.
Isn't
It's
it?
very cool, and Andy next to you is our horse commissioner. Andy, very much would like to continue, and we would like Andy to continue as horse commissioner. He's been our horse commissioner for an extended period of time now. He is working hard to rebuild. We have a horse council. You know,
I am a horse owner, so.
you are?
Yeah.
Oh, my God, you'll love all of the horse discussions.
Mhm.
The horse council has been meeting and has been, there's a group of people who've been working really hard to reinvigorate this, and I have learned a good number of horse organizations in town, and they're working together to do a number of things. So, with your permission, I very much would like to appoint Andrew Levitton as horse commissioner. May I have a motion?
Motion to appoint.
And is there a second?
I'll second it.
Is there discussion? Andy, is there anything you want to tell us about you?
I've been doing this since 2009. I probably have no qualifications, but,
Great.
except that I own
That's
horses.
great to say on our first meeting, thanks.
Yeah.
Andy.
Right, right.
It's been a very quiet tenure until the last year, and then things got a little exciting, and so it's time to reinvigorate the horse council, get us back on track and keep the positive aspects of horse ownership and activities in town in front of the people. Things have been quiet, nobody's been complaining, and which is part of the job of the horse commissioners to deal with issues between horse owners and the town, and there have been, I think, 4 other horse commissioners, if I can add, and the one I can, and we've all done things somewhat differently. The secretary stand was built under the leadership of the last horse commissioner. And that's it. I think you guys don't need to hear anything more about us.
Andy still works with the previous horse commissioner, who's Artie Novenstein. And he's been having meetings. I was able to go to one of them for a reinvigorated horse commission. Does anybody, I said I would ask in between, anybody in line have any questions or comments they'd like to make with regard to the appointment of the horse commissioner? Okay, seeing none, although to be honest with you, it's really hard to see that far away, so if somebody sees a hand, let me know. All in favor of appointing Andrew Levitton as horse commissioner, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstain, it's unanimous, we're all in favor, yay, Andy.
Yeah.
So now in your role as horse commissioner, I want to hand out this to you guys. Dave, this can be made as part of the record. There's a copy for you and a copy for Sal. And then I want to give you, and I'd like Dave, this also to be made as part of the record. So the 2 things I'm asking to be made as part of the record that I've given to both of you are 2 letters. One is you might recall that the previous Board of Selectmen closed the horse ring, the North Horse Ring, because people from town came to us and told us that it was unsafe and work needed to be done on the horse ring. And a particular amount of money, $19,000 was voted to be spent on fixing the horse ring. So the horse ring that North Horse Ring has been locked and closed and no one's been able to use it. And what has happened since that time is the horse ring has since been opened and completed. And quite frankly, I really want to give a big thank you to the horse community for, first of all, bringing this to the attention of the Board of Selectmen, because I don't think we would have known about it or known about the issues. So thank you for bringing it to the town's attention, and a big thank you to all of the people who worked on fixing this horse ring, from the Department of Public Works crew to Billy Grieger, who it's my understanding, gave equipment to be used to help fix this free of charge to the town, and to a lot of other people who came up, members of the committee, of the soon revived Horse Council Committee, came up and regularly checked on it. So thank you for your attention to this. It's my understanding, and Andy is here to talk to us about it or confirm. He has one letter I've given you says, and it's from Andrew Levitton, Bethany Horse Commissioner. Dear Board of Selectmen, work on the North Ring has been completed. In my opinion, it is now safe to reopen it. Thank you, Andrew Levitton, and it's signed 12/12. The other letter I asked to be made part of the record is from Crossroads Construction. They're the ones who did the majority of the work, from what I understand, and Andy can speak to that. They're at 412 Candlewood Hill Road in Higganum. And it says, to the town officials, this may concern, Crossroads Construction has completed the town of Bethany's equestrian riding ring to standards discussed at our on-site meetings. It says, thank you, Jeremy Bishop, and it's signed 1213. So Andy, if you could just fill us in about what's been done, that would be great.
Okay, basically what the complaint was that the footing in there was dangerous, it was deep, there were rocks, and potentially other things. So what we did was the town crew took all the sand off the top and brought it over the recycling, the old recycling center. And Billy Grieger donated a screener, and we ran the ring material through the screener down to a 1/2 or 3/4 inch. Then Jeremy Bishop came in, leveled the subsurface, took out some good sized rocks. And then we put in a couple of inches of stone dust. And Jeremy laser leveled that. They then put the appropriate amount of sand back in. Town crew also was doing some edging around the outside, trying to keep the sand in where it belongs. And they put some drainage in on the south corner of the ring. The ring is now level. It's compacted nicely. It's good to go. Long term, at some point they'll come to you for a drag to maintain it and come up with a plan to properly drag it on a regular basis, and also ensure that anybody running a riding event in there uses our drag so that they don't screw it up. And I believe Jeremy also said that he would be coming back annually to level the ring at no charge. He said that to me, and he said it to Peter Latronica. I don't know if he put it in your letter.
I did not,
No,
Okay.
but good to
You can
know,
follow
thank you.
yeah.
Good follow-up, yeah. So that's great. Does anybody have questions for Andy or?
Just,
Go ahead.
any plans on the south ring? Other than the painting of the fencing and stuff?
Eventually, we'd love to do the south ring, but first we have to prove that it was nowhere near as bad as the north ring.
Mhm.
It wasn't as deep, it doesn't get used as much because it's a little smaller. Ideally, yes, we'd like to do the same thing to the south ring when there are funds available. We aren't coming there this year.
Good.
When you guys did the sifting and stuff, did you find any more stuff? I know you said you also had to dig some other rocks. Was there other things you found?
The only, in that initial Board of Selectmen's meeting, there was mention of a 2-foot piece of
Mhm.
fence post material. That's the only thing they
Okay.
found.
Okay.
And that was along the edge of the ring, so it had probably fallen in from the outside.
Mhm.
So that, no, they did not come up with Jimmy Hoffa or anything else under there.
That's good. And then I know the previous meeting we had talked, I know Dawn did a really good job kind of the solution of like shifting painting for the stone dust and stuff. And were we able to come in under budget or within where we
Yes.
needed to be?
Yes.
Great.
So there's still money to paint the north ring, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, I think Don, are you on with us?
No, it's
No,
not.
it's
Oh.
the other.
Hello, no, I'm here. I'm here.
So my understanding is that we were able to do the north ring. And when they took the sand out, that's when they found a hole and they needed to put some stone dust in. Is that correct?
Well, it wasn't so much a hole, there was so much sand in there, we had to bring in 358 ton of stone dust. About $3,500 worth of stone dust to bring up the level so the proper amount of sand would bring it up so that it would drain properly. So we pretty much spent the money, we were gonna do the fencing on the south ring to complete the north ring. So right now the north ring is done. There's plenty of money to do the north ring. There's a little bit of money left over to start the south ring. I know the Lions Club generously donated $1,000 towards the paint for the South Ring. My guys are gonna power wash it in the spring. We'll buy the paint and stuff. If we're looking for volunteers. You guys want to? Because
Oh,
over the
yes, we
years,
love
the horse rings were always done with volunteers, either from the Lions Club or the horse community or whatever. That's by the wayside for the last bunch of years. That's why it went the way it did. But there's enough money to finish the north and get the south ring started. As far as the leveling of the south ring, that's a story for another day, obviously. But there's enough money right now to finish what we're doing.
Great, great.
Great. Thank you. Any questions for Don?
No, but I'll definitely help with those volunteers, because I'm thinking we got 4-H here. We've got a lot of other youth groups and stuff, and maybe we can turn it into something and get them to come out and help.
We can buy a
I'll
bunch
help.
of rollers and a bunch of brushes, and
Yeah,
it's not a 3-month job. It's enough crew in a couple of days we can bang it out. So that'll be
yeah.
nice.
I'm telling you, when I joined the Lions Club 180 years ago, I swear they said to me, you can join the Lions Club, but part of the deal was every spring we had to paint those fences in the horse ring. And we did for a while.
And
Thank you, Don.
the fences are in good enough shape right now. They'll have to replace eventually, but right now we're good for a number of years, I would think.
Great, great.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Any
you,
other
Eddie.
questions?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions?
No.
Okay, so since we closed the ring, we now have to reopen it. So I'd like a motion to reopen the North First Ring.
Make a motion to reopen the north ring.
Is there a second?
Second,
Any discussion? All in favor?
aye.
Opposed? Abstain? That's unanimous. So the horse ring is now open. Yay! They will unlock it tomorrow. So thank you, that's great. We're just moving along here. Next item. So some of these things are just reappointments that we need to do. Some of our committees only exist during the time of a particular administration. And when that administration, every 2 years generally, that committee has to be reassigned. So that's what some of these are. For the 250th committee, which is item number 7, their next meeting is January 8th. And the people on the committee, I do want to add one person. I left someone out apparently. The person I left out was Bernie Backenheimer. So Bernie Backenheimer, Gail Vogel, William Britton, Janet Brunwyn, Deborah Demander, Carol Goldberg, Judith Johnson, Amy Listinsky, Andrew Levitton, Michael Pownell, Emily Richard, and Michael Sullivan. These are people who have been working on the United States of America's 250th birthday celebration, and we're planning things for Memorial Day to July 4th.
People that brought us the cowbells.
And we brought cowbells, yes. We should have brought it in here. So I'd like a motion to appoint these people to Bethany's 250th committee so they can keep working on the events.
Motion to appoint this crew, having Bertie Bockenheimer as well for our 250th committee.
Is there a second?
Second it.
Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstained, yay, guys, keep working. All right. We are selling cowbells. I do have to say they're $15. They're so cute. And on one side, it's the 250th logo. That's the United States of America's 250th logo. And on the back, it says, what does it say? Bethany. Bethany celebrates America. Thank you. Okay. And they're very cool. And at the Lions craft fair this past weekend, we sold a lot of them, and we sold them we sold 30. Wow. And we sold a bunch of them at the town clerks have been very kind to do it. So get yours. We only have like 50.
I want to say I was one of the
100.
first at Harvest Fest. I made sure I went to Will and said, I want to get my cowbell.
I have one in my office. All right, next person to reappoint would be the Solid Waste and Recycling Committee. These are the people, I was the 5th person on, but since it's an advisory committee, think it'd be hard to advise myself. So, I'm off. So we're gonna be putting in the bulletin, or anybody listening, if anybody's interested in wanting to be on the, solid waste and recycling committee. It's awesome group of people who really care about what they're doing and know a lot. So I'd ask that we reappoint or appoint Eric Friedan, Mark Hawes, Cynthia Magiola, and Keith Wangling. Is there a motion?
Want to take that one? You want me to do it?
I'll make a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstain, unanimous. Great, guys. They meet regularly. They've done a lot of work and have brought a lot to our attention already, and have been involved in discussions with, and what to do about the recycling center now, how we can help save money, how we can make it even better. So they're doing a great job. Next is municipal historian. As you probably know, Will Britton has been our historian for some time now, and we'd love to have him again. I'd love a motion to have Will Britton.
Yeah, motion to appoint Will Britton as our municipal historian.
Is there a second?
Seconded.
Any discussion?
No.
Anything anybody want to tell us about Will? Good stories, just in case he's listening? Okay,
All I know is he's great whenever I need help.
yeah.
Will knows what's going on.
That is true. I think we should have a story time here, though. He should tell us, a different story
Yeah,
each week
He knows a
about,
lot.
he knows so much about,
Yeah.
Bethany. All in favor of having Will Britton be our municipal historian signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, abstain, yay, Will. Okay, he's it for the next 2 years. Housing Advisory Committee. I had the opportunity to meet with, Alex Hutchinson today. And this committee has been working diligently to work on, sustainable housing, about going through the new affordable housing bill. They've been working on this for a while. They continue to report to planning and zoning, and happy to report to us at any time. These people have been on and doing an amazing job. I can tell you a little bit about them, but they would like to continue. And they are Kim Britton, Leslie Higgins Biddle, Alex Hutchinson, who I would ask to be the chair again, Thomas Mabry, and Lauren Sardi. If I can have a motion to appoint these people for the Housing Advisory Committee.
I'll make a motion, appoint him.
Second,
Second.
any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
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 Opposed, abstained, yay, congratulations, guys. They have a tough job. And then finally, the final item, discussion for a request, there was a reservation request by Craig Bayhoon to use the gym on January 2nd for basketball practice. The team he coaches, I'm advised, is composed of 60% Bethany Hoops players, 40% not. They typically use Amity Middle School. They pay Amity Middle School to use the facility in Bethany or Orange, but both locations are closed for the holiday. He had asked that this be put on. He's not here. And what one would need in order to even entertain this is a certificate of insurance. And a contract with the town, which is, I'm calling it a contract, it's the town hall gym use permit. We have one for the gym, the lodge, the pavilion, and center station. And payment, and nothing has been filled out and completed. So I'm guessing Craig changed his mind at this point, so I would ask for a motion to deny this.
Motion to deny the request of the gym rental, as we don't have a complete permit, insurance or anything to go with it.
Is there a second?
Yeah, second.
Any discussion? All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, abstain? Great, so that passes. And that's it for our special meeting. I'll take a
Motion to
motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. I'm not even gonna ask him for an opposition. Thank you, everybody.
Love it.
for Making it so easy and for allowing us to get to our very first meeting together. Thanks.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you all.